Hey everyone! Welcome back to English Speaking Way. I'm Sarah, and I'm really happy you're here today. Before we start, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you're trying to learn English, but you're not moving forward? You watch videos, you take notes, you even understand a lot. But when it's time to speak, you freeze. If that's you, stay with me. Today's episode is a highly requested one, and I don't want to give you random advice. I want to share the tips I actually believe in, the ones I've seen work again and again and again. Not quick tricks, not fake motivation, real habits. Okay, let's start. Tip number 1, make mistakes. Yes, really. I know this sounds simple, almost too simple, but hear me out. Make mistakes. Please, stop trying to protect yourself from mistakes, because mistakes are not the problem. Avoiding them is. You must make mistakes. There is no other way. And I know, it's frustrating when you repeat the same mistake again and again. You think, why am I still saying this wrong? Why can't I remember this? But instead of feeling disappointed, try something different. Tell yourself, I'm one step closer. Because every time you try, even if you fail, you are practicing courage. And honestly, trying and failing is more powerful than never trying at all. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, sometimes you'll feel embarrassed. But something beautiful happens when you keep going. You start getting comfortable with discomfort. And that changes everything, not just your English, your life. Trying new things won't feel so scary anymore. So give yourself that push. You have it in you. You really do. Tip number 2, the 1% rule. Okay, second tip, the 1% rule. And this one is powerful. Don't try to change your whole life in one day. Just give 1%. 1% of your time, 1% of your effort. Maybe that means learning one new word today. That's it, just one. Because 1% doesn't feel scary. 5 minutes doesn't feel overwhelming. Everyone has 5 minutes. And here's the interesting part. Once you start those 5 minutes, you usually don't stop at 5. You say, okay, maybe I'll do 5 more. But it only happens because you started small. Most people fail because they try to do too much. You don't need 2 hours. You need consistency. 1% every day is stronger than 100% once a week. Start tiny, build slowly, trust the process. Tip number 3, set a real goal. Now this one is important. Set a goal. Not a vague one like, I want good English. No, be specific. What exactly do you want? Pause for a second and think. Do you want to speak confidently in meetings? Do you want to travel and talk freely? Do you want better job opportunities? In my case, I once wanted to speak fluent Chinese. Why? Because I wanted to teach it, travel, speak to locals, create opportunities. When you know what you want and why you want it, mistakes don't stop you. Small failures don't break you because you're focused. Rome wasn't built in one day, and your English won't be either. But if your goal is clear, your direction is clear, and that matters more than speed. Tip number 4, know your real reason. This one goes deeper. Why are you learning English? Really, pause and ask yourself, is it to grow, to challenge yourself, to connect with people around the world, to prove to yourself that you are capable? Those are strong reasons, but be careful. Don't make your main reason impressing others. Wanting appreciation is normal, but if your motivation depends on other people's opinions, it won't last, because people change. Opinions change. Your progress should belong to you, not to someone else's approval. Don't give your power away like that. This journey is yours. your growth, your effort, your discipline, and that's powerful. Tip number 5, speak slowly. This one is very close to my heart. Speak slowly. I know you think speaking fast sounds fluent. It doesn't. It sounds nervous. When you slow down, something shifts. Your body relaxes, your breathing becomes steady, your mind has time to think. And that small space between words, that's where confidence grows. In my conversation sessions, even beginners speak slowly, and guess what? They improve faster than the ones who rush. There is no race here, no trophy for finishing first. English is not a competition, it's a skill, and slow is powerful. So next time you speak, don't try to impress, just try to be clear. You'll be surprised how much faster you grow by moving slower. And by the way, if this is helping you even a little, pause for 2 seconds and share this video with one friend who also struggles with English. Sometimes one simple video can change someone's whole direction. Okay, let's continue. Tip number 6, affirmations. Okay, this one might sound simple, but it works. Affirmations. If you repeat something to yourself long enough, your brain starts believing it. So write down sentences like, I am improving. I am becoming confident. I can speak clearly. I am not afraid of mistakes. At first, it might feel fake. You might not believe it. That's okay. Say it anyway, because strength is built in repetition. And real courage? It's continuing, even after failing before, especially after failing before. When you face that anxious feeling and you don't run away, you become stronger. Not just in English, in life. Slowly, quietly, you build a version of yourself that is harder to break, and one day you'll realize you're not scared anymore. Tip number 7, reading. Now let's talk about reading. Reading feels calm. It's different from speaking, different from listening. There's no pressure. You move at your own pace, and honestly, it's a beautiful habit. But please don't choose books just to study grammar. Choose books you actually enjoy. For beginners, try simple but interesting stories. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, funny and easy. Holes, clear writing and a strong story. Charlotte's Web, simple and emotional. The Giver, easy language but deep meaning. Wonder, very touching, very readable. And here's an important tip. Don't stop every minute to translate. If you don't know a word, keep going. Understanding 80% is enough. Your brain fills the rest. For intermediate learners, try something a little richer. Harry Potter, start with book 1 and 2. The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, very clear structure. The Hunger Games, fast but engaging. The Perks of Being a Wallflower, emotional and reflective. The Alchemist, simple words, deep ideas. Reading helps you think in English, not translate. And that's a big shift. For my advanced learners, if you're at that level where English doesn't scare you anymore, and you just want to disappear inside a book, these are for you. Pachinko. Powerful, emotional, beautifully written, but yes, advanced. The Night Circus. Slow, poetic, magical. You don't rush this one. Normal People. Very deep, very real. 1984. Strong ideas, makes you think. Never Let Me Go. Quiet, subtle, but it stays with you. The Book Thief. Heavy language, but unforgettable. But listen carefully. Advanced reading is not about understanding every single word. It's about flow. It's about staying inside the story without stopping every 2 minutes. Reading should feel like rest, not like homework. If it feels like homework, the book is too hard. Choose wisely. Tip number 8, Language reactor. Okay, this one is practical, very practical. Language reactor. It's a Chrome extension. You install it, turn it on while watching YouTube or Netflix, and suddenly, you can see subtitles in English plus translation in your own language. You click a word. You see the meaning instantly. No switching apps, no wasting time. This makes consumption smarter. And remember what we talked about earlier? Good consumption matters. Tip number 9. Speak, speak, speak. Now listen carefully. This is the real one, the most important one. Speaking. You cannot learn a language silently. You can understand silently, but you cannot become fluent silently. Speak with friends. Speak with strangers. Speak with AI. Speak in the mirror. Talk to yourself while cooking. I am cutting vegetables. This is my plate. I am tired today. It's raining outside. It sounds silly, but it works. I still talk to myself. And honestly, sometimes that's where my best practice happens, because there is no judgment, only growth. And by the way, if you've watched this far, you're serious. So share this video with one person who says, I want to learn English but never starts. Maybe this is the push they need. Okay, let's finish strong. Tip number 10, shadowing. If pronunciation feels hard, shadowing is your best friend. Shadowing means copying. You listen to someone speaking clearly, and you repeat at the same time. Not after, with them. Same speed, same rhythm, same tone. It feels difficult at first, but after a few days, something changes. Your mouth starts moving naturally. Your tongue becomes flexible. Your pronunciation improves without grammar rules. Just repetition. Quick summary. What did we learn today? Let's slow down for a second. What did we actually learn? We learned that mistakes are not failure. They are progress. Even 1% effort daily creates huge change. Goals matter, and your why matters even more. Speak slowly to sound confident. Affirmations reprogram your mindset. Reading builds natural thinking in English. Smart tools like Language Reactor make learning easier. Speaking is non-negotiable. Shadowing improves pronunciation naturally. Now the real question, how do you apply this? Simple. Start today. Not next Monday. Not next month. Today. 5 minutes speaking, 5 minutes reading, 5 minutes listening. That's it. Do it daily. Miss one day? Fine, but never miss 2 days in a row. When? Morning before work, evening before bed, or during your commute. Choose a fixed time. Consistency builds fluency, not motivation. If you truly want to learn English faster, and you want all the content in one place, tips, speaking practice, slow English, shadowing, mindset, everything, then you can subscribe to this channel, because I'm here to help you grow step by step. And tell me in the comments, what do you want the next video to be about? Tenses? Vocabulary? Confidence? Speaking fear? Slow English stories? Comment below. I read them, and I create videos based on what you need. If this helped you even a little, support the channel. Share it with one friend, because growth becomes stronger when we grow together. I'm Sarah. This is English Speaking Way. And remember, brave English, not perfect English. See you in the next video.